together as to women have been propagandized by the feminist media industry for so long now that actually they all deserve what are called high value men, that the bottom quarter of men just can never find a wife, even from women who are on their own level.
I'm gonna be honest, it's way worse than that. It's not because of feminist propaganda. It's because they've literally slept with the men that are out of their league. See, this is the problem. He's Gen X. He's old as fuck. You know, Unkstead is for real. Grandpa, grandpa, time to get up. But seriously, he's old as fuck. He doesn't understand that women can just pull out their phone, find local Chad, spread their legs, you know, Chad fucks them, and then they're alpha widowed essentially, you know, and it destroys their pair bonding ability the more people they fuck.
I've been telling this to Sargon that ever since he went to university, he's got brain damage. One of the things that I actually liked about him is that he would take complex issue and simplify them for the average guy. Like, simplify them for the working man. And now I look at his channel and he's talking about the longhouse and the lunar cycle and, you know, esoteric nonsense. And he's viewing the world from this social engineering perspective, where everything is because of propaganda and philosophy. Like, if only we change the philosophy of the nation, then everything fixes itself. Like the economy, the crime, like everything just runs on flapping your mouth. And if we flap our mouths correctly, everything becomes better. But let's talk a little bit about what it's like on the ground. Okay, let's talk about what it's like for the average man or woman. Let's say you're an 18-year-old woman and you want to get a guy. Now, the way to do that is through the internet. Like, everyone has a smartphone nowadays. You know, it's not the same miracle as it used to be when we older folks grew up. Now it's just like the cyberspace. And you go into the cyberspace and you look at the type of men that you can hook up with. And most women, you know, like, they're not like not like some investor from Silicon Valley looking at a man with a checklist. No, like, they're creatures driven by emotion, by desire. They start talking with men. And they obviously, like, evolutionarily, they're going to gravitate towards the chat because that's what they're hardwired to do. And so they're going to gravitate towards, like, the guy that they like, and they're going to start talking with him, and eventually, yeah, like, they're going to go out, they're going to spread their legs, Chad is going to get his dick wet, and then he's going to dump her. Why is Chad going to dump her? Well, because Chad, probably being among the top 5% of men, he's got like 100 women waiting. So the moment that they have an argument, the moment that he finds her to be immature, the moment that he doesn't like her, he's going to go for the next one. Now, back during Sargon's day, if that were to happen, well, you don't automatically break up the relationship. You try to work it out. You try to find common ground. You know, you go in, you talk to your friend. She talks with her friends. Like, let's see if we can get them back together. We don't live in those times anymore. We got the smartphone. The technology is the problem. And when that woman gets dumped, she has been with Chad. Like, she actually touched Zeus. Every single other man doesn't compare. And so she's probably going to go with another Chad, which is going to do the same to her. And what chance does, like, the average guy have now? Again, picture that the roles were reversed, right? Picture that you're a guy and you want to have a date and you manage to land a date with this just hot, amazing 10 out of 10 waifu. She's like the most beautiful woman on earth. You everything fixed. You know, like, you just perfect match. And then she dumps your ass. Now, when the nice lady that's morbidly obese, fat, but she's got a kind soul and she genuinely wants to be your loving wife, comes up to you and tries to start a relationship, what are her chances? You know? And so, like, this is what Synthetic Man is saying. It's like, look, you can flap your mouth and you can put as much ideology as you want. The problem is that we have technology that didn't exist in the entire human history up until this point. Like, in no era could a person pick up a phone and have access to more knowledge than the Library of Alexandria, be able to communicate with every single person that also has a phone on planet Earth. And obviously, it's going to affect the dating pool. Now, sure, we can fix some issues with morality. Like, you can fix the crime rates, you can fix the immigration, you can fix the economy. Like many things can be fixed. But, like, certain things have to understand, certain people have to understand that philosophy needs to surround the technology that exists, not the other way around. And you also, like, Sargon also needs to understand that it's simple to just sign a piece of paper, right? And to ban something. Because I notice, like, this is the solution of many of the new thinkers. It's like, oh, if we ban this, then society is fine. Just ban this, ban that, ban, ban, ban. The problem with banning is that you actually need people to agree with the ban. And so, for instance, if you want to ban alcohol, it can work in Saudi Arabia. It can work in Qatar. Because those people, like, genuinely believe wholeheartedly that alcohol is bad. But if you try to ban it in America, where most people believe that, no, actually, drunk people are bad, but if you're going to try to enforce it on the American society, you're going to get malicious compliance, you're going to get high crime rates because people that are partaking in the crime don't view themselves as doing anything wrong, like they weren't convinced that alcohol is evil, they were just being prevented from buying it legally. And also, the people enforcing that are going to be extremely unpopular. Like, imagine putting someone, 18-year-old son in prison because they had a beer. Like, that's fucking madness. And most importantly, you're going to get counter movements. Like, you're going to get, like, any politician that's coming up and is going to try to push against that, they're going to get support. And so, if we look at this thing, it's like, okay, well, let's ban dating sites online. Do you think, like, the Zoomer generation is going to appreciate that? Do you think, like, first of all, they're going to ask why? Right? Because, like, most people don't think from the meta perspective. Most people don't think from the idea of, like, playing Europaea Universalis with nations and you have, like, the stats and... No, like, most people, they have normal lives, and now they're told it's like, you can't use a dating site. Why? Because we can't trust you. Who's we? The government. Okay, who's against the government then? Because I trust them more now. Because they're treating me like an adult. The people in power, they're treating me like an imbecile. Who's against them? Let's fund them. Let's support their businesses. Let's patronize them, and let's do malicious compliance towards the government. Let's see how far they take it. What if I use a VPN and I go on a dating website? Are they going to arrest me? Oh, fine, they're arresting me. Bring the fucking press. And so, I don't know what the solution is. But sometimes just ban may not actually work. May actually work against you. The genie is out of the bottle at the end of the day. Like, you can't just put technology back to where it came from and pretend that people don't know it exists. And especially when most people, as I mentioned, like, they're not doing this because they're evil. Like, they're not all women are like, I'm going to have sex with the Chad and ride the dick carousel. No, like, most people, right, receive an education from their parents in order to be good citizens. And so, like, from their perspective, it's like, no, like, she genuinely dated Chad because she thought it's going to work and she likes him. And then Chad is going to dump her because maybe she was annoying or immature, and Chad is going to get for the next annoying and immature girl that he's going to find. Now, Sargon's take is we need religion, right? Now, this is fascinating because it could actually work, right? Like, if we bring religion back into people's lives, then all of these problems go away. The main issue with bringing religion is that I'm looking at Sargon and he is spreading Christianity without the God. Did you notice that? Like, if you actually listen to him talk, it's like, okay, we need Christianity, but for him, it's without the God. Like, motherfucker, first of all, like, Christianity isn't just a philosophy. Like, Christianity isn't like the American tax code where you have, like, a list of things that if corporations operate under, then it's good. No, Christianity is about saving souls. like the way the religion was created, was to make sure that your soul ends up in heaven and not in hell. It's not supposed to be a constitution. And so the way that Christianity works is that if people actually believe in the concept of a soul, and they're genuinely afraid that if they sin, they go to hell, then it works. But when you yourself, right, when Sargon himself cannot believe in the God, how does he expect other people to believe in the God? Because the whole reason why it works is that it does have a lot of inconsistencies, and so like people think that those inconsistencies aren't up for debate. It's like, no, God says so, shut the fuck up. But in order for that, like, you need to believe in mysticism, you need to believe in the supernatural, you need to believe in angels and devils, and you need to believe that witches can exist, right? Like, suffer not the witch to live. It's in the Bible. You need to believe in talking donkeys and all of that. And for most of human history, people unironically believed in this, right? Like, they believe that the rain comes from the heaven, that if you have a drought, it's God punishment. Like they actually believed in this stuff, unironically. And so, like, in a world where most of the mysticism has been destroyed by the technology that we talked about earlier, trying to force people to believe if they don't actually believe it is, you're going to get with the time period of malicious compliance, where people are going to do what you're saying just so that they're not, because they're afraid of you, not because they like you. But they're going to start, like, supporting anyone that resists against you. They're going to start funding anyone that's promoting a different ideology. They're going to spend time and they're going to devote resources in anyone that's against you. And so that's pretty much how the woke movement started. So what is the solution for this? Well, the solution for this is to, I don't know, like, notice how humanity is going to evolve. I don't think, like, humanity is going to die out because of the smartphone. I do think it's going to have, like, socioeconomic repercussions, and we're going to notice a period of change. But obviously, you know, the change has to be steered and guided. However, what I can say is that, yeah, I don't believe that Sargon understands the whole complex problem. And it's not just basically, like, mortaling and lecturing young people, you know, don't use phones. Or the one, it's like the government steps in and it's like, okay, well, no one under the age of 18 should use phones. It's like, okay, but what happens when they do become 18? And now they're using phones without any of the safety and any of the tricks and tips that we learned when we grew up. Stuff like don't click on links from strangers, you know, don't give too much information about yourself, don't accept a phone number from people that you don't know, right? Like, they're going to be bombarded with all of this shit when they reach 18. And not only that, but like most right-wing podcasters and most people that were talking about our ideology, they were banned from television, they were banned from most traditional media, and they reached teenagers using the internet, using TikTok, using Twitter, using YouTube. And basically, you know, they're making the argument like, yeah, if you're under 18, you should only get the BBC. Everything else should be banned. And this is a problem, in my opinion, but, well, again, it's just human nature. It's just like the things that we're dealing with now. At least we're not dealing with World War I or World War II, right? Like, it's still a period of time that I enjoy living in. The Great Peace, they call it. So I'm going to enjoy it a little bit more. But I do say that Synthetic Man managed to articulate the problem a lot better than Sargon did. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.